Today's video, we're going to be having a look at another box from the folks over at Lootaku. One of the largest boxes that I open up on this channel. This is the Lootaku box for, I believe, January. A little bit of damage has arrived, or has happened, in the arrival of this box coming to my doorstep. I think everything is still okay. It looks like it's not any considerable damage. I can't actually reach in there. A small raccoon could probably reach in there, but I don't think the raccoon would be interested in necessarily collectibles. He may be. I don't know. I can't make that assumption. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. If you guys are interested in Lootaku, subscribing to Lootaku after this box opening, I'll put the link down below. You can subscribe and get one of these massive boxes delivered right to your house. As easy as that. Almost as easy as a raccoon reaching in and stealing something from inside the box, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to grab Hank for this, and we're going to go ahead and cut the seal on the front of the box. There's also a couple of seals on the sides of the box to make me think that, well, it's pretty secure. At least that's what I hope. With the box opened up, we've got a considerable amount of stuff to look at here. If this box flap will stay, you know what, we'll just hinge it back. There we go. First things first, as I drop stuff all off my table, let's see what we have here. This is the Dragon Ball Z Glitter and Glamours Android number 18. It comes to us from Crane King. Dragon Ball Z Glitter and Glamours Android number 18. This is a large figure, tall and high quality molding, showing the great attention to detail from the slightly wrinkled clothing to the flowing hair. Let's go ahead and get that opened up. That's what it looks like, by the way, on the back, just in case you were wondering. But you'll have to also excuse me. I think my allergies are starting. My allergies start to come generally around May, but it seems like they come a little bit earlier lately. Who knows with the way that the weather is. One day here in Canada it's snowing, the next day it's sunny. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Doesn't look like there's much in the way of assembly. Perhaps a base, the main body, and the head. First things first, we'll take the body out. I don't think it's going to stand on its own. And we'll go ahead and take the head off. Or the head out of the bag. There we go. And we also have somewhere in there, there it is, was also the base. The base would be necessary, as it doesn't look like the statue is going to stand on its own. So there's one peg hole on the underside of the foot and one peg stand, so you can probably see how everything comes together. I'm going to attach that in her own little footprint. Isn't that nice? And then we'll go ahead and attach the head. Slide that into place. Try our best not to crush the hair here. And here we have Android number 18. What a glorious looking statue. Relatively tall also, I might add. Just want to make sure I get her foot completely into the base. There we go. I like the pose that they've got her in. Really nice face sculpt also. Very, very light eyebrows. This little part of hair on the front. If anything could break, oh, now that I've said that, it would probably break right there. But really nice looking sculpt. Just pulling down the jacket on the back there. I really quite like that. And really, in a few moments or in a few months of opening up the Lootaku box, you get yourself quite a considerable collection, because you think you get about 2 or 3 of these sort of statues every single month. Before you know it, you're going to have quite the collection that are going to make friends very envious of you. Moving further along to the kind of collectibles that you can get inside, this is Fate. I don't know what that says. Fate Apocrypha. Let's see if there's actually a smaller font where I can, well, it says Fate. I think that says 4. And then it says Apocrypha. I know right now somebody is just going, oh God, what is he saying? That's not even close to the name of it. That's what I'm gauging. Granted, there is the card inside which will tell us a better idea of how to pronounce this character's name. And this one comes to us from Taito. Go ahead and cut the tape on the front here. And I think there's only tape on the, no, that's not correct. There's tape on both sides. I'll go ahead and cut those as well. And inside, oh, I thought it was stuck there for a second. There's the box. Yes, these pesky allergies. I probably have to start taking... I try not to take any medication if needed. Like if I ever have a headache, I try not to take pain relief. The only time I ever take medication seems to be for allergies. And I certainly am not upset the idea that I have to take allergy pills every single year. If the alternative is sneezing, runny nose, and all that delightful stuff, I think I would favor much more so, going the route of not having any of that via taking allergy pills. So, there we go. I figured the end of her handle here, the sword, I figured it probably slid open, because how would you possibly be able to get that into her hands? We'll replace that. There we go. And it also gives us instructions, but I think we were pretty good. We figured that out all on our own. I love the pose on this one. Looks like she's leaping up to bring down her very broad sword. And I guess you could probably have the sword this way if she is going to be, of course, slashing it. Sword is decked out in some glorious, looks like chrome, some lighter gray, and some burgundy to offset the, well, not quite offset, but to complement the colors of her outfit. Face is pretty good, actually. Looks like she's got a fang sticking out from the top of her mouth there. Really nicely painted, though. We can add that to the one that we already had a look at, the Android number 18. We'll move those two back. And there's even more inside here. Yeah, you do get quite a bit with these Lootaku boxes. Looks like we also got ourselves a Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball. Looks like a bag. Possibly a bag. I see a zipper at the bottom here. Maybe it's a pillow. Oh, it might be a pillowcase. There's the image on both sides. I suppose I could really open it up, but that's what it would look like on both sides. I'm going to put that right over here. Unfortunately, I do really have to prepare in advance when it comes to these boxes because, again, you get overwhelmed very quickly by the amount of stuff that's inside these boxes. Next we have, this is, I'm not quite certain. It says Fate up at the top here. Now, to be fair, it said Fate on that one also. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at the card, because I want to kind of know in advance what I'm getting here. At least that way I could give you guys a proper idea. This is Fate Zero minifigures, random selection of 1 to 6 characters. The one that we just had a look at, by the way, was Fate Apocrypha, and that was Saber of Red. And then there was also the Band Presto Glitter and Glamour's Dragon Ball Z Android 18. And yes, that was a Dragon Ball Bulma and Goku cushion cover, or pillowcase. Don't worry, I will go back to that after we've opened up everything here. Next thing inside is, oh, this guy's interesting. Look at all the little tiny accessories that he has. Gonna get that open up without cutting myself. To top off the fact I have allergies, the last thing I would want on top of that is a sliced off finger. So I gotta be careful. I don't want that kind of blood on my hands. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Had to stop for a second to figure out how everything was going to come together. This, I think, goes into... Does it go this way? Slots in like so. And then we can do the same on the other side. Slots in like that. And supposedly, if I am looking at the images here, supposedly these slot in, these little portals, these little constructs on the sides of them. I guess these are summons. I guess I probably would know if I watched the show. Unfortunately, it's so difficult nowadays for myself to be able to watch these programs, all these things that you guys say, oh, you should check this out. Yeah, it's difficult. Between a full-time job, a baby, which now is in my possession. Not literally in my possession right now. Things occupy my time much more than they ever did before. But I have to admit, that actually is a really neat looking miniature. Very, very cool. And it does tell me who this character would be. Unfortunately, I cannot pronounce that. But it says it would be a random selection of Saber, Lancer, Rider, Archer, Maya, Hisao, and Karasugu Emiya. I'm not sure which one this one is, but if you do know, let me know down below. I always appreciate any little bit of help that you guys can provide for me. I do appreciate that. Looks like we also got ourselves a sword. To be more exact, is the Akam GA Kill Replica Sword One Cut Killer. And it comes inside this package, which unfortunately, nothing was glued or anything like that, but the sleeve slid off, as you probably saw there. It was supposed to be slid on like this, and it was not. It was slid off like this. So here's the sword inside. Stunningly vibrant in red. Between that, the white, the black of the blade, and then you've also got the hilt, which also has the same sort of red treatment. Slide the sword into place. What a fantastic looking sword. There's also like a little clip here. And I think it was also a stand where you could attach the stand like so, and you'd be able to prop the sword up. In fact, I think there's even an image of it. Yeah, they have the sword propped up on a stand there. So actually, these were all the items that we got inside. We got, I guess, a total of, what, five items. That was the Band Presto Glitter and Glamour's Dragon Ball Z Android 8 statue. Taito, Fate, Apocrypha. I know I botched that, and I do apologize for that. That's the Saber of Red statue. The Akami GA Killer Replica Sword, One Cut Killer. A Dragon Ball Z Bulma and Goku cushion cover. And Fate Zero minifigures, a selection of 6. We got 1. The items, by the way, are listed down below. Also giving you a value, so the Android 8 was $37 US. Saber of Red, $27 US. Murasame, again, I apologize for that. $12 US. Cushion cover was $12. And Fate Zero minifigures was $5 each. That would give you, by the way, a total value of $93 US. Which I guess is on average what you normally would get price-wise for all the stuff that you're getting inside the Lootaku crates. So if that gives you any gauge as to whether there's value in picking up these collectibles, I would say so, because you're paying, again, a $93, well, you're not paying, but the value of the contents inside are $93 US. So actually, that's not bad at all. This, by the way, was the Lootaku 2018 for January 2018, and it was entitled Glamorous Heroines. And I guess really everything on this, well, I guess even though this guy here, I think got a guy, but everything else pretty much was female related. Glamorous Heroines. That was Lootaku's box for January 2018. Apologies once again for my allergies kind of running gambit here during this unboxing. Hopefully it hasn't interfered with you guys enjoying these unboxing videos. By the way, if you want to also subscribe to Lootaku, it's as easy as heading over to www.lootaku.com. You may not be able to get January, although I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to get January. You're probably not going to get February. But if you act right now, I sound like a infomercial. If you act right now, you're going to get probably March. And the website again is www.lootaku.com. If you guys also haven't had a chance to hit that little subscribe button down below, make sure you do so. Many more videos and unboxings will be coming your way. Thanks for watching. See you next time.